Bottas versus Perez. Fight for Cadillac's F1 future. Beneath the roar of engines and the drama of wheel-to-wheel battles, a quieter but high-stakes conflict is unfolding, one that could shape the next chapter of Formula One. Two seasoned veterans, one high-profile open seat, and a new American team with everything to prove. Valtteri Bottas and Sergio Perez are now locked in an off-track duel that could decide who leads Cadillac into the 2026 Formula One season. It's not just about skill anymore, it's about legacy, marketability, and the vision Cadillac wants to project to the world. This is the race for relevance, and it might just be the most important driver battle of the year. Rewind to 2023. General Motors announces their Formula One ambitions under the Cadillac brand, joining forces with Andretti Global. They don't just want to enter the sport, they want to disrupt it. And they're doing it from scratch. An all-new power unit, a new factory, a new structure, all targeted at 2026, when sweeping regulation changes level the playing field and open the door for bold new competitors. With the FIA approving their entry, Cadillac now faces its most high-profile decision. Who will drive for them? They need someone who brings more than just lap time. They need someone who brings leadership, credibility, and identity. Two names are front and centre: Bottas and Perez. Valtteri Bottas may be known to some as Lewis Hamilton's former wingman, but within the paddock he's far more than that. He's a 10-time race winner. He's out-qualified Hamilton on pure pace, more times than most remember. And since leaving Mercedes, he's been integral in guiding Alfa Romeo, now transitioning into Audi, through complex technical shifts. But Bottas knows the Audi project isn't his anymore. The focus is shifting to Carlos Sainz, and a long-term vision that doesn't seem to include him. That leaves Bottas looking for a final, meaningful challenge. Cadillac could be that challenge. He's already made it clear that he wants in on a serious project, not just a backmarker seat. Cadillac, building everything from zero, could benefit massively from a driver like Bottas, someone who understands the grind of development, who gives clear feedback, who leads quietly but effectively. He may not light up social media, but he brings stability. And that matters, especially in year one. Sergio Perez brings a completely different package to the table. He's emotional, charismatic, and a race winner in his own right. 5 times, in fact. He's also one of the most marketable drivers in Formula One, with a passionate global fan base and particular resonance in the US and Latin America. For Cadillac, that reach could be a goldmine. Checo isn't just a driver, he's a brand. And when you're launching an American team into a global sport, that matters. But Checo's recent form has raised eyebrows. His Red Bull tenure has been plagued by inconsistency, particularly in qualifying. He's struggled to adapt to cars not built around his style, and his emotional outbursts on team radio have sometimes left his composure in question. Still, he brings fight. He brings passion. And he knows how to drag a car into a position it has no business being in. Cadillac may need that kind of resilience, especially if their first car is a handful. The 2026 Formula One regulations change everything. Power units will be simpler in concept, but far more hybridized in execution. Cars will run on fully sustainable fuel, rely more on electric deployment, and require fundamentally different setups than the current generation. This means one thing: no one, not even Red Bull, walks in with a guaranteed advantage. For Cadillac, that opens a door. If they can get things right technically, they could jump ahead of struggling midfield teams, but development will be brutal. An unproven power unit, unreliable data, a learning curve sharper than Eau Rouge in the rain. They need a driver who thrives in that chaos. Bottas has done this before, at Mercedes during the hybrid era, and again helping Sauber stabilise during the Audi transition. He's methodical, reliable. He adapts to new technology and can relay what the car needs without the noise. Perez, by contrast, is best when the car is dialed in. When it's not, he can get lost and frustrated. That's a risk in year one of any new project. So the question becomes, do you choose someone to develop your team or to promote it? This decision reveals more than just a driver preference. It reveals who Cadillac wants to be in Formula One. Do they see themselves as a patient constructor? A team that builds slowly, competes methodically, and finds success through structure? Or are they aiming to shake things up from day one? Generate buzz, make headlines, and stake a claim to the American fan base immediately? Bottas fits the first vision perfectly. He won't complain. He won't make excuses. He'll help engineers grow and keep the garage calm through inevitable setbacks. Perez fits the second vision. He'll generate hype, pack grandstands in Austin and Mexico City, and sell Cadillac to a new generation of fans who might not even watch F1 yet. There's no perfect answer, but the decision will be revealing. Right now, Cadillac holds the cards. Neither Bottas nor Perez is locked in for 2026. Red Bull seems poised to replace Perez. Audi appears ready to move on from Bottas, and the rest of the grid is tightening under cost caps and youth-focused development programs. This might be the last big contract either driver gets. Cadillac has time. They can wait to see who finishes 2025 stronger, who keeps delivering, who shows they still belong at the highest level. If Bottas scores points in an underperforming Sauber, that says something. If Perez bounces back with a late-season resurgence, that's proof he still has top-tier fight in him. Cadillac doesn't need to gamble early. They can let the drivers prove themselves, and then make the most calculated signing of 2025. Naturally, fans are already split down the middle. Bottas fans say he's the logical choice. Calm, experienced, and a genuine asset to a developing team. He doesn't bring chaos, just consistency. Perez fans argue that Bottas has faded into midfield anonymity, while Checo continues to fight in the front half of the grid, even if it's messy. They point to Checo's commercial value and global appeal as Cadillac's ticket to instant stardom. Both camps have valid arguments, but ultimately, it's not just about who's better. It's about which driver fits Cadillac's vision for their first chapter. Because in 2026, that driver won't just be racing. He'll be the face of a brand new F1 identity. Cadillac's first season will be judged not just by lap times, but by first impressions. Do they come in quietly, aiming for long-term respect? Bottas is their man. Do they storm onto the scene with colour, noise, and global attention? Perez is the obvious choice. But this battle isn't just Cadillac's decision, it's Bottas and Perez racing toward one final shot at glory. For one of them, this will be the comeback story. For the other, it may be the curtain call. So, who should Cadillac trust with their F1 debut? The calm, calculated hand of Bottas? Or the fiery fan favourite Perez, ready to bring in millions? This decision isn't just about performance, it's about building identity, loyalty, and leadership. Which driver fits Cadillac's future? Let us know in the comments. And if you enjoyed the video, hit like, subscribe to this channel, and turn on the notification bell for more insane videos from the F1 Racing Newsroom.